I'm referring to then. Have a watch of me going on a job today to do a septic tank and soak away job in the woods where no one knew where the septic tank and soak away was, and I had to go and try and find it, and it was like really scary. But anyway, listen, I digress. Here, it's all right. I'm here and I'm live and I'm joking. But it's good to see you, everyone. And I'm just having my lovely cup of coffee. Oh man, what a day, what a day, what a day. But it's Friday and we got the weekend to look forward to, and I'm here in the flesh, baby. Okay, so I'm going to answer a couple of questions tonight, then I'm going to go and chill out and relax because it's 8:15 now, and yeah, it's been a long day. Been a long day. Anyway, so hello everyone, nice to see you all. Thank you for joining me. What questions shall I answer today? All right, so this is becoming very, very, very popular. In fact, look, sorry, I've jumped ahead of myself here. My name's Jason, okay? So if you've just joined me and you don't know who I am, and you don't normally join my live shows, and my name's Jason, and my company, my shop is septictank.co.uk. And yeah, I've had the shop for a long time. So I've been doing septic tanks for 20 years, and basically everything there is to, well, not everything there is to know, but pretty much of everything there is to know about septic tanks, I'm the man. And I help people fix their septic tank problems. I help the Environmental Agency and UK Building Regs with their septic tank problems, with their legal problems. So I help everyone across a broad spectrum when it comes to septic tanks. And so keeping in tune with that, my wife and I came up with a new invention. I like to invent a lot of my own stuff. And one of the things that is taking everything by storm at the moment is something called, let me see if I can just swap pens here. This is really blowing. The response is phenomenal, right? My wife and I invented something called a dog poop septic tank. And it's phenomenal because obviously I've been dealing with septic tanks for years and years. And septic tanks, if you don't know what a septic tank is, it basically deals with household waste. If you're not on the main drainage, humans can put one of these big tanks in their garden, and we go to the toilet, and it all goes into this big septic tank and gets broken down into nice, clean, lovely, organic stuff. But over the years, dog kennel clubs have contacted me saying, do I do septic tanks for dogs? And I didn't a few years ago, when they used to first start ringing me about 5, 6, 7 years ago. There was nothing like it around. So I invented them and I started making them for people. And so last year, we invented something called the dog poop septic tank. And if you're a dog owner, I've had dogs for many, many years. And I love my dogs. I love feeding them, of walking them, and I don't mind picking up their dog poop. I really don't. And but the thing is, I've never been able to properly dispose of dog poop. I put my little black disposable bag thing over my hand and pick it up and drop it in a little bin, or you can get your poopy scoop and put it in a bin, or, but there's never been, it's always kind of in a bin festering or something like that, or you got to get it and put it in someone else's dog bin or a dog bin, poop bin on the park. And there's always a problem trying to get rid of your dog's poop, right? But last year, after a lot of thought went into this, we actually invented something called the dog poop septic tank. And the reason I'm telling you this is because since I started advertising it, people have gone mad for it. People ringing me up saying I've been looking for something like this all their life. So I just wanted to tell you, maybe you know a bit about it, but you're not sure whether to get one. Maybe you don't know exactly how it works. Maybe you've never heard of one before. Well, I'm going to tell you all about the dog poop septic tank. Just let me have another sip of my coffee. All right, so let me show you. So let me put it in perspective. Okay, so if I draw a human being, and it's a very happy human being, look, because they got a dog poop septic tank. All right, so let me try and give you a perspective, number one, of the size of it. And they got one leg shorter than the other leg. There you go. Right, okay, so the dog poop septic tank comes in 3 sizes. So I'll show you the sizes, and then I'm going to show you how this amazing thing works, right? So size number 1. This is pretty much the size of it. Size number 2. All right, and for the what colour is that? It's black. Oh, let me extend the grass here. Okay, there we go. How much have I got on there? Okay, that's big enough. And then no, it's not quite that big. Not quite that big. There we go. All right, I would say that is fair. Pretty much. Pretty much. I'm not too far off. I mean, I could be a foot or so out on the cube one. All right, so that's pretty much the size of them. Okay, and this one will do 1 to 2 dogs. This one does 3 to 5 dogs. And this baby here does, I think, about 15 to 35 dogs. So this is serious stuff, right? If you've got kennels, if you've got 3 or 4 Labradors, I don't know, what Springer Spaniels, Alsatians, whatever you've got. So there's 3 different sizes. I do more and bigger ones for the kennels and stuff like that, but that's typically the sizes. Man, that coffee's nice. Right, so let me just give you the name again, right? So dog poop septic tank. All right, that's what it's called. And so I'm going to draw a nice big one and show you how they work at the moment. But the reason I'm doing the dog poop septic tank is because the amount of questions, the interest in this is unbelievable. So thank you very, very much. Thank you for everyone who's bought these dog poop septic tanks. Thank you very, very much. This is what inspires me to keep making these broadcasts and keep doing these videos, right? Because you know, if I can help you dispose of your dog poop safely, naturally, and organically, then it just makes my day. It really does. All right, so that's typically the sizes, right? So you can pause this video at any time and go back to it. But let me show you how they work, right? So let me now just erase this and just show you. Oh man, do you know what? I love these whiteboards. I love being able to, I don't know, express myself on them. But anyway, let me show you how this works. Right, so I showed you the size. So this is how they work. Right. All right, so pretty much, okay. Oh man, so lopsided. I don't know why. Right, I must just have like one leg shorter than the other, I think, and it just makes me lopsided. So I'm really sorry about that. Listen, just give me one more try. Here, go. Look. So let's try that. Is that a bit better? Oh, it's a tad better, but look, I'm going to leave it. I don't want to get OCD about it, you know. All right, so here we go. Oh, so that typically is what the dog poop septic tank looks like. And they're very light, but they're very, very strong. And so let's say you have one delivered on your doorstep, whether you're 75 or 7, you can just pick it up and take it into the back garden or the front garden, doesn't matter. And you just put it straight on the grass. Doesn't need to be buried, right? Doesn't need to be buried. It can go on concrete yards. It can go on cravey paving. It doesn't need to be buried. And this is how it works, right? You've got a lid on top here, right? So you've got a lid on the top there. And here you've got a vent. Okay, and I'll tell you more about that vent in a minute. And then about here is, I call this the organic sump. So I'm going to put this here, watch. Organic sump. Okay, now this is where the magic happens. So let's say your dog's done a poop, right? Okay. So here's your poop. Here's some poops. Okay. So you've got your poop, and this is a child-proof lid. Okay, that children can't get into. So you literally just push a button, and the lid comes up. Okay, and so then you drop your poop in, and the poop will land on here. Okay, so it lands there. And then this is where the real magic happens, because inside the dog poop septic tank, in fact, look at that, I haven't even put the name of it there, have I? Look, dog poop septic tank. And by the way, if you want to see more about the dog poop septic tank, just go to dogpoopseptictank.com and you'll learn all about the dog poop septic tank there. Done loads of videos. I love showing people how this thing works. It's just so amazing. Like, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, can I borrow your dog poop septic tank?" And I never get it back, you know, or them back. I keep having to make other ones to. But I'm going to show you more of the live videos later, right? But anyway, if you want to see some live videos of the actual dog poop septic tank in the flesh, dogpoopseptictank.com. Okay, so the dog poop, it goes in. Boom, and falls on here. But this is where the magic really starts to happen. In here, there are special organic red worms that live inside the dog poop septic tank. And they eat and break down all the dog poop. It's amazing. All right, so they break the dog poop down. There you go. So they've broken it down. But this is what's really amazing. You see, in a bin, the dog poop would just kind of break down and kind of, break down. So it'd be like a solid mass, and then over time it would crumble and break down, and get wet and soggy and dirty and smelly. And that's how the bins work. They're horrible, stinky things, but this is different, right? This is different because I'm going to give you a quick, pretend this is a magnifying glass, right? And we're looking at the worm. Now let's pretend that's our worm. Now, no, the worms are not that size. They are not that size, right? And they're very happy worms, by the way. And what happens is this is what makes it so fantastic, right? The worms, let's say this is the dog poop. They eat it. They eat it. Just look, worms eat everything. When if you think about it, they eat everything. If a carcass falls on the forest floor, they eat it. They're really hungry creatures. They love breaking down waste, right? And in fact, it's logical, isn't it, that worms eat everything? They'll even eat me when I'm dead and gone, So worms eat everything, and when they eat it, it then passes through them, right, through their intestines, and it comes out. They poop out. They poop out organic liquid fertilizer. And that's it. So they poop it out. So all the worms are eating all this dog poop, and they break it down into liquid, organic, clean, safe, organic fertilizer. And it goes down to the bottom of this sump here. Now, this is where the magic really starts to happen, right? Right, so let me just delete that for a second, because I need to put something else here. This is where the magic really happens, because the reason you can call it a septic tank is because, and not a bin, is because it's got a soak away, right? And so here, it has a soak away pipe that comes out and goes into the ground. Now, when I say into the ground, don't worry about that. I'm literally talking about digging a hole a couple of inches deep. So get your little trowel, dig a little hole, and all this clean, safe, natural, organic, liquid fertilizer makes its way down here. And it drips, 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 right, into this little hole, and then naturally just drains away into the soil. And that is how amazing the dog poop septic tank is. I love it. Do you know what? I love it. I really do. It's just, I just invented it to dissolve dog poop, to get rid of dog poop, to naturally break it down. So that is how the dog poop septic tank works, right? And so, let me tell you a couple of things. It's got its childproof lid, which we've already talked about. But this, oh man, this thing here, right? This thing, it's called an organic air filter. Oh man. And so, let me just answer two questions. It's obviously thicker than the walls that are depicted on there. But at winter time, if it's outside, it insulates the worms, stops them freezing. In summer, it insulates the worms, stops them being fried or boiled, really hot winter. So let's pretend, I'm going to give you a scenario now. Let's pretend it's really hot outside, and everything else in your garden and everything in your neighbour's garden, everything in the bins is stinking, all right? So you put your smelly dog poop in, look. There you go. And let's say it was stinking when you put it in. What happens is, it can only, the smells can only go up here, right? It can't escape any other way, because smells and hot air rises, right? It goes into the air filter and it's filtered. So all you get is beautiful, fresh air coming out of here. Beautiful, fresh air. So you'd never know, ever know it was there. Until in the morning, you go down, half asleep, lift the lid, put the dog poop on, put the lid back, go back in the house. Nighttime, you come home from work, get the thingy, dog poop, put it in the bin, put it there, and the worms, and the stuff that comes out. Do you know what, right? This liquid fertilizer is so clean, so full of nutrients, right? If you've got any flowers growing around there, you know, it'll look like the Garden of Eden in and around where that soakaway is. It's nuts. It's nuts. And so that, ladies and gentlemen, that is the dog poop septic tank. And so if you want to know more about this amazing invention, and you want to know why it's so popular and why so many people are buying them and are interested in them, it's because it organically converts dog poop, dissolves it, right, into organic liquid fertilizer. So there you go. So I hope you enjoyed that presentation, or that broadcast as it were. Dogpoopseptictank.com is where you can go. If you want to know a little bit more about me, maybe you're like, who is this guy? Where's he from? What's he doing? Well, I have been doing septic tanks for 20 years, and you can go and check me out at septictank.co.uk. That's where my main website is. You can see about me, watch some videos I do on site and stuff like that. So you can check me out on septictank.co.uk. You can check me out on Dog Poop Septic Tank. I'm here in the flesh. I've been doing septic tanks for 20 years, and I love helping people get rid of their domestic waste and their dog poop waste. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that. But listen, check it out. You've got to check it out. If you've got dogs, you don't know what you're missing, I tell you. But listen, thank you so much for taking the time out on a Friday evening to watch me. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more live broadcasts. I'll answer your questions, or maybe tell you how great this septic tank, dog poop septic tank is again. But seriously, joking apart, it really is good. If you've got dogs, you want to get rid of the dog poop and dissolve it. That's no brainer. So listen, have a great weekend, right? And I'll catch you soon.